review. Great to see you guys on here. Thanks for jumping on. So on this early morning magazine review, we are doing Star Wars this morning. During the course of the episode, this is episode 7, we will be doing different magazines. I will give you guys a small preview of the other magazines because I do collect the first issue of every single magazine that came out. That's Lego magazines. We'll be doing you very rare magazine, Hidden Side, right? It's sort of like a ghosty type magazine. Lego came out, they tried this, okay? Also, that's the first issue. And Lego City, the first issue. Again, these are collectibles. Also, Nexo Knights. So this is first, these are first editions. And Friends, Minecraft, and other magazines that we do have. But at this point, we're doing 1 to 10 of Lego Star Wars, which was the first set. Came out in 2015 and has carried on to this point. A lot of the other ones they've stopped making them. So we will be doing a review of all of those. Basically, right now, Lego Star Wars has gone all the way to 126. So jump in and let's review the magazine. If you have any comments, if you like the videos, we can talk about it. So I'm a personal collector of Lego Star Wars and mainly Boba and Jango Fett. I have every single, as you can see on there, you can see the helmet over here of Boba and the slave one. This slave one is supposed to be one of the rarest slave ones ever. This came out in the set number 75222. Doesn't want to stay up. Yeah, so, but if you look at it, it hasn't been completed. I actually bought one recently, which I got for 30 pounds, which was incredible, an incredible price. I couldn't believe it. It also came with a platform and a minifigure. It was very much incredible when that seller sold it for me because they were selling for 65, and I asked them if they would do 30, and they went for 30. That was great. It's not missing any pieces. If it is missing any pieces, I can definitely take them off of this one because I tried building that myself, but I couldn't find a lot of the pieces on there. So there you go. Yes, so jump on in, like I said, and we will do the early morning review, magazine review every morning. Jump in and check it out. It's pretty cool. We talk Lego Star Wars for now, and then, like I said, we will be doing others. Okay, so let's look at what's going on here. On the magazine, as you can see, there is a mini build. I mainly collect minifigures, not mini builds. But the first 10 came with mini builds. There were no minifigures in the first 10. You have the land speeder here, that Luke's land speeder. And limited edition under there. They actually came out with 2 of these different style of those. You got one in an advent calendar also. There's been a lot of them through the years, but when I say this size particularly. So Luke's, and you can have a chance to also win this with this particular series that they did. So you can see the slave one down here. That's it's not the UCS, it's the one that came out 2016. Okay, let's take a look inside. Amazing gift, land speeder. Let's take a look inside. So also I will be doing reviews of Ninjago. Again, I collect the first issue of each one, so, but mainly Star Wars I do collect. If I do find, sometimes they do sell a special, which I was going through my collection and I found one special to a store like they do with Target or Walmart or Amazon. So you couldn't get it anyplace else. Sometimes at Legoland, they also do that. So you see the whole clan there. Anyway, so in these magazines, your toy, land speeder, and it gives you a bio of the toy or sometimes the fig. So X-34 land speeder, 37 pieces. And as you see on there, most famous pilot, Luke. So the bio says, length of the ship, 3.4 meters, maximum speed, 155 miles. It's not armed at all. Crew, pilot, 1 passenger. Special features, can hover up to 1 meter above the ground. Just jump on in. These usually comes with comics and a pullout. Okay, so stay tuned to see the pullout. It's really awesome. And they also show you the next magazine that's going to be coming up, next figure. So I don't know if any of you guys got any of these, but you had a chance of winning one of those on there if you answer these questions correctly and was chosen. So over there, as you can see, you had the 75103. You could have won that. First order transport. Or raised speeder 75099, which was not a bad deal. Okay, back here. Shadow of Mustafa. Okay, and they're building, the clones are building, first order, they're building something. Let's find out. And Lord Vader is speaking to Boba here. Hey Vader, old chap, what's all the shouting about? He says. Oh, and the hi, Grandpa. That's funny. Vader says no. Okay, let's check it out. Let's move on. Boba takes his helmet off. He was talking to Dark Sidious because Dark Sidious wearing a hard hat. See, they should make stuff like that. I think they could make goof stuff like that. Have Dark Sidious wearing a hard hat in one of the advent calendars, maybe. Instead of wearing a Santa's hat, put a red hard hat and make his suit red. That'd be really cool. What do you guys think? Drop me a line if you think so. Drop a heart if you think so. Hey, thanks, Ron. Thanks for that. Yeah. So, guys, also, I do a live stream, 5 live every day, weekday and Saturdays. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like, guys. Let's take a look here. So if you look here, you have Vader flying the Slave One, which is really, really cool. And Millennium Falcon, here you go. He has landed. He really can't control it. Thump. It stomps on the floor. Let's move on. Ooh, that'd be really amazing. In the new black Millennium Falcon, the Black Falcon, it'd be really cool if you had a black droid like this, but it should be CP3O with the leg. So if you put him in black and put the leg in silver, that would have been amazing, right? That would be absolutely awesome. Seems like they're trying to sneak on. Han and Luke is trying to sneak on, and or they're searching for something in the ship. Over here, you have Jedi Bob's ship. On my last episode, I did show Jedi Bob. There's 2 versions of him that I picked up. Actually, someone over here, someone gave me a really good deal. Sometimes you do get good deals. I got that, and then you got the other one. Came with 2 of them. Jedi Bob. And this search is to figure out which is correct, which is missing certain elements on it, or different, how it's set up differently. Don't know if you guys can see that there. Thanks for jumping on, everyone. It's great to see you guys. Please hit that like button, and let's move on with the magazine. See, now, Vader, you remember Vader has a shirt like similar to this. If you guys remember, in one of the sets, Advent Calendar, he came out with that, and it was really hot at one point. Really, really, everybody wanted to get that. Vader on holiday, on vacation. And he has Boba carrying his luggage. That was really cool. And the guys are still back there trying to get in the ship. And Boba sees them and fires a blaster at them. Luke uses his lightsaber to block it. Swish. And Vader's cooking a hot dog over here. And he blasted the hot dog. Boba blasted the hot dog. Insane. Really goofy. Vader pulls out his lightsaber, and Luke attacks. And they're having a fight on the hoverboards. That's a piece of Lego hoverboard. Can you check that out there? Special piece. And he chases them off. Not bad, but Obi-Wan taught me that's the first grade. So Vader said, your game is weak, basically. Swoosh. Smack. He booted Luke. I've never seen Vader use, have you ever seen Vader use like his body to fight, kicking? I can't remember in any episode. Let me know, guys, in the comment. Oh, here's, again, these are the things I speak about. Can you see that there? If they made Boba with a shirt like that, everybody, that'd be exclusive, and everybody would want that. All right. So they took off with both ships, Luke and Han, and they're off. And that's the end of that episode. Let's go in. And they're giving you a whole rundown on the Slave One controversy starfighter. Okay. So Slave One, Boba's trusty ship. And you have the whole collection right here that usually you get in different ships. So you have Boba there, Han Solo in Carbonite. Then you got Bisman Guard and Stormtrooper. And here we go, another profile of, so it's Fire Spray 31 class patrol craft. And the length is 2.5 meters, speed 620 miles. The arm that it has on it, armory, is basically has twin blasters, concussion missiles, iron cannons, special features, hyperdrive, cloaking device, and sensor mask. Model size, which I've never seen in the setup before. Model size, 20 centimeters high, 45 centimeters long, and 37 centimeters wide. Price, 170 pounds. So that's the, as you can see, this is the UCS, which I do have because I'm a big collector, a big supporter of Boba and Jango. Over here we have the Sarlacc right there, and Boba. And we're getting another profile, Imperial file. His file is species human, height 1.83 meters, weight 78 kilos, occupation bounty hunter, weapons Mandalorian armor, Basguard, Bastek E3, Bastek rifle. And that's the file on him there. And here's the build of the minifigure on the inside. Before they used to put it under here, but they started putting it inside the magazine at one point. So here we'll have the pullout. So jump in and just check the pullout, guys. Let's see what they got. So the pullout today is all the different figs here. Not absolutely all of them, but you got a lot of first order figs. Mainly everything from first order. This is when the new movie came out. Let's move on. Also with that, you could have won access to Legoland from Tesco's. Here we go, another puzzle. Cut these out and stick them on there. Desert Destruction. And this is the second magazine, second comic. As you see, in the back, you have a walker and almost steps on one of the characters from the Ghost, and it crashes over. And who was inside? Ezra and Zeb, which is very funny. They almost crushed her. So the whole crew's here. The whole crew's here, no puns intended. And it falls over. We know Ezra usually collects helmets. Now he's collecting walkers. We have a TIE fighter swooping in. and they're hunting them down. And they've captured them, well, caught up with them, and they're having a little playtime at the carnival museum park. Here we go, and the ghost is blasting the walkers. And a TIE fighter swoops in. And while he swoops in, the wheel has broken off and rolled away. So, here we are being chased by the TIE fighter. And Ezra is flying. Oh no, he's actually flying the smaller ship. And he attacks and shot down the TIE fighter. Almost said X-Wing there. And it runs right into the wheel, crashes. And they're off. And that's the end of that. Let's move on in. Let's see what we got. Here, you would have to basically do this puzzle and figure out which name goes with which character in black there. Can you guys figure that out? And you had another game here, another puzzle. You'd have to find the names in the puzzle. Crossword. And find the Force. So in this one, you have to find all the Force users. Remember in the centerfold, we had all these characters. They added some more, and they want you to find that. So they do good stuff in there if you want to play little games and be entertained. So it works for all ages, basically. If you're a collector too, you can get it. Here's another maze. Destroy the Death Star. So at the end of it, as you remember, they're trying to destroy the Death Star. As you guys know, the Death Star that's coming out now, it's a big controversy and nobody knows how it's going to be really made. But we do know it's going to be over $800, which is crazy, insane. Lego is just going off the roof. DEFCON 20. They've passed DEFCON 9. There we go. And this is going to be the next mag. So the Naboo Starfighter. And they have a cutout which you could use. You stick it on a piece of cardboard and use it as a mask, and you have Luke on the opposite side. So today I'm going to do a bonus review of one of the rare collectibles. If you ever remember this, Nexo Knights. This was a big thing. I remember I went to Legoland, and at that point when Nexo Knights was really cool, and really everybody was after it before they started the magazine, you got a free Boba in white. That's one of the ways I got a Boba in white in the poly bag, which was awesome. His first so this is the bonus. Let's go through it. As you see, limited edition here, Lance. A lot of the characters look like Ninjago figures. You guys leave me a comment and let me know. Obi-Wan. What's up? Great to see you on there, Obi-Wan. May the Force be with you, Obi-Wan. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. So, again, with this, you had a chance of winning loads of Nexo Knights. Let's see if this set is built under. It's not. They're showing you the things that you can find. 2 posters on this one. And over here, be a hero. Get ready to upgrade your power. Comic Adventure and Caution. Watch out for the attack. Let's check what this cost and the time it came out. So as I said, this is issue as I collect every one of the first ones. It's it's actually a little bigger than that one. If you see, it's a little taller and it's a little wider, just slightly wider. The price on this one came out in Feb of 2024. Feb 24 to March 22nd, 2016. So it came out after the Lego Star Wars magazine came out in 2015, basically like a year earlier. And the price on this one was $325. It was about 75 cents less than the Lego Star Wars magazine. Let's check inside. So we will review this magazine all the way through. So stay tuned, and we will be back tomorrow for 5 live building. And today, please jump back in the mornings, and we are doing early morning magazine review. That's Lego with minifigures, not just with a magazine, because I noticed they have made a new Lego magazine. It's called Lego Magazine Puzzle, and they basically have puzzles to figure out, but there's no toy or anything like that, and the price is $3.99, which is really, really crazy. So you're not getting a toy with it. It's just a magazine with crosswords. So I don't know how that works. But let's check out the back and see again. This is the first, right? The first of its kind. So we will be reviewing this tomorrow, guys. So jump back in and check it out. May the force be with you.